Okay, so should we start, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Hi, everyone. Welcome to our session. Our session is about success stories driven by the youth, and is about youth ambassador of Banguela Current Convention from Namibia. So our session will be for 15 minutes and will be presented by Philemon Shatipamba from Namibia. So by introduction, Philemon Shatipamba, he's working with the Department of Environmental within a Ministry of Environment, Forest, and Tourism in Namibia. So Philemon, you're going to have 80 minutes for your presentation, and thereafter we're going to have 70 minutes for question and answer. So try to be brief, specific, and keep your time. So the floor is yours, Philemon, and you can start your presentation.
All right, thank you. Greetings to you all, and thank you for having me here today. I'm here to present the Benguela Current Convention. The Benguela Current symbolizes the cold current coming from the Atlantic Sea towards the Southern Atlantic. It stretches from the Cape of Good Hope in South Africa to Cabinda province in Angola, and it covers the full extent of Namibian marine environment. It was established in 2007, and the treaty was then enacted on the 18th of March 2013. The Benguela Current promotes a vision for Benguela Current large marine ecosystem to sustain human and marine ecosystems for generations to come. It advocates for sustainable development. It is rich in fisheries, oil and gas, diamonds, and an unraveled natural beauty that brings a lot of tourists to Namibia. The Benguela Current Convention has goals and objectives to achieve, and these goals are coordinated and are to be established through the Strategic Action Program, which involves extensive stakeholder engagement. The Namibian Marine Protected Areas, it stretches about 400 kilometers from Moab Bay to Kamis Bay in southern Namibia. If you can look at the map on my presentation on the right, where my mouse is pointing, this is the Namibia Marine Protected Areas. And the other areas labeled on the map, they are not yet enacted as marine protected areas, but are areas of biologically and conservationally special interest, and are busy proposed to be established as marine protected areas. These marine protected areas covers a strip of 30 kilometers offshore. And one important phenomena about the Namibian coastal area is most of the coast of Namibia stretching from the Kunene River on top to the South African border at the Orange River. Most of this area is covered as national parks or protected areas. These marine protected areas are very important for breeding birds such as cormorants, gannets, penguins, and Cape Fur seals. The Benguela Current Convention has partners, the Global Environment Facility, United Nations Development Plan, Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations, GIZ, and the Benguela Current itself has projects running, which includes the Benguela Current Large Marine Ecosystems, Project Phase 3, the Climate Change Project, and the Marine Spatial Management and Development Program. The Benguela Current Youth Ambassadors, this initiative was implemented under BCLM 3, and it established youth ambassadors for the Benguela Current nations. Both Namibia, Angola, and South Africa have appointed youth ambassadors, with each country having 4 youth ambassadors. And their work relates to the BCLM 3 project's thematic areas, which looks at the living and non-living marine resources, the sustainability of the ocean, and pollution management, and many more. The role of youth ambassadors is basically to strengthen the objectives of the Benguela Current Convention Strategic Action Program. advocate for young people's voices, and also to advocate for a sustainable use of the BCLME through establishment of regional and sub-regional networks. It encourages knowledge sharing and innovative approaches to the Strategic Action Program and advises the Benguela Current Secretariat on issues regarding young people and how young people can be better engaged, and also in a sense to forward the ripple effect of the Benguela Current work. The Benguela Current Youth Ambassadors of Namibia have undertaken 3 projects to date. The first project was the top priority task in the BLME awareness and information sharing. This happened in December 2020, and it was basically based on sharing research projects, research work, current work being done in the BCLME 3 project, and also sharing information about the Benguela current large marine ecosystem with the public and engaging young people. The Benguela current youth ambassadors also carried out a beach cleanup and solid waste management campaign at the coastal towns of Swakopmund and Walvis Bay in Namibia in March 2021 under the theme "A Clean Ocean is My Responsibility." We were able to reach an audience of many young people through radio and newspaper adverts, and many young people did indeed show up for this cleanup campaign, which spent on 4 days, 2 days apiece for the 2 towns. We also carried out World Ocean Day school engagement in June. This was over 2 days under the theme Ocean, the Ocean, Lives and Livelihoods. We engaged school learners, we engaged 9 schools, and we reached about 250 learners. We basically had to discuss with them the importance of the marine ecosystem and how it contributes to the livelihoods of the people living in this area, most importantly on sustaining these livelihoods, because most economic activities taking place in these towns are based on the marine ecosystem and the marine environment. We have some upcoming projects. We could not list all, but we are now listing the most prominent ones. We are looking to conduct a school outreach program. This will be taking part not only in the coastal towns, but we also envision to take this initiative far inland just to raise more awareness to school learners who are staying far from the ocean. We also working on planning a national school debate championship. This is slated for the year 2022, and this is basically to encourage or incite school learners freshwater fisheries and also those who are using seawater fisheries to advise them on how they can better upscale their businesses in a more sustainable manner. The Benguela Current Youth Ambassadors have some collaborations who work with us on different projects.
Sorry, Philemon,
The
we can't
United
see
Nations Development Program.
Your presentation is lost. Maybe you
You
can
can't
share
see it
again.
anymore.
Yeah. And you
All
still
right.
have like 2 minutes
Just a
to go,
moment.
so try to share
All right.
and try to summarize.
Can you see it now?
Sometimes it takes some few seconds to display, so let's wait and see.
All right.
Yeah, it's there. Now you can proceed.
All right, thank you. So collaborators with that work together with the Benguela Karen Youth Ambassadors for Namibia are basically the United Nations Development Program in Namibia, Namibian Dovon Project, Namibia Nature Foundation, and the International Coastal Cleanup. Benguela Karen Youth Ambassadors with the United Nations Development Program have established a Benguela Youth Network blog. This network is profiling the work that the youth ambassadors are doing for both Angola, Namibia, and South Africa. And the link to the blog is just at the bottom of my presentation. So the idea of the blog is to encourage engagement and also to share information on what is currently happening with the youth ambassadors. With that, I bring you to the close of my presentation. I thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Philemon, for such a wonderful presentation. And it's really exciting to see how you are engaging in Benguela Convention, Benguela Current Convention. So now I'm opening the floor to participants. If you have any questions or observation you want to ask Philemon or any contribution, you can ask here, or you can write your question, or you can raise hand, and you have 70 minutes for question and answer. Okay, maybe while we are waiting for questions from participants, I have like two questions to ask you, Philemon. What exactly motivated you in such a way that you just started to work? Benguela Current Convention. What was exactly motivated you?
I think from my point, my motivation comes from I grew up in a rural area, and Africa, as we know, it faces a lot of challenges. Namibia is known as the driest country in the sub-Saharan Africa, and the climate projections for Namibia do not look so good. We have severe droughts in some of the regions, and projections are saying it's getting worse with time. So this motivated me to take up a career in geography and environmental studies. And with the love of the environment, I was able to join the Ministry of Environment, Forestry and Tourism in Namibia. And the passion of sustainable development came into play, the eagerness to make change in my community. And this then motivated me to apply for the Benguela Karen Youth Ambassadors.
Oh, that's great.
I hope I was able to answer your question.
Yeah. That's great. That's great. I can see here, this is a question. Yes, from Njaburo is asking that this is a great initiative, Philemon, but what feedback have you received from your engagement with the schools?
Guys, just a second. Can you just answer it quickly, Philemon? We have to wrap up, unfortunately. But yeah, just a quick answer if you don't mind. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. The feedback we received is that we were able to really bring the awareness of marine resources, the importance of preserving them and sustaining them for the future generations. And we were also able to bring to the schools the attention of the Benguela Karen Convention, as some, if not most, did not previously know what the Benguela Karen Convention is all about and its mandate thereof.
Okay, I think now this marks the end of our presentation. Thank you very much, Philemon, for your presentation, and all participants. Thank you so much for attending this session. And now I can say that we have closed and reached the end of our session. Thank you all.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Yeah, bye.
Bye-bye.
It does take a short while to log off, so